Elias Voss, a seasoned space traveler, returned from a decade-long mission beyond the solar rim, expecting the familiar blue of Earth. But as his ship neared orbit, instruments began flickering uncontrollably. Strange signals pulsed from the planet, not chaotic, but organized, almost sentient. His eyes widened as he realized the impossible. Earth was not singular. Invisible threads of energy spiraled from the planet into the cosmos, connecting it to other worlds. Each thread vibrated differently, resonating with unknown power. Elias adjusted his visor, scanning carefully. The readings confirmed his fears. Multiple realities overlapped, layered like translucent sheets. Cities shimmered twice, mountains cast double shadows, and rivers bent strangely. Humanity's history, it seemed, was not unique but one possibility among countless. The Earth he had returned to was both familiar and alien, a crossroads of infinite existence, waiting for discovery and understanding. Following the threads, Elias guided his ship toward an old observatory abandoned decades ago. The building sat atop a desolate plateau. Its stone cracked, telescopes rusted and forgotten. Yet a faint hum emanated from the structure, matching the energy signatures in his readings. The air shimmered as he stepped inside, walls reflecting visions of alternate Earths. One reality showed oceans covering the continents. Another was blanketed by towering forests, and yet another was scarred by endless wars. Figures moved within these layers, people like him, yet subtly different in appearance, expression, even posture. Each glance revealed alternate choices, paths not taken, and the immense weight of possibility. Elias realized the planet itself was alive in a way humanity could never comprehend. It was an anchor, a central node binding countless dimensions together. And somehow, the threads were weakening, a dangerous imbalance threatening not just his reality, but all of them. The realization struck with terror. If the anchor failed, countless Earths could unravel, disappearing from existence in moments. He moved to the observatory center, where an ancient device, perhaps left by humans long forgotten, glowed faintly. Symbols etched into stone pulsed in response to his presence. As he studied them, visions of other worlds flickered before him, each demanding attention. One Earth burned under an endless storm, another gleamed with advanced civilizations unlike his own. Elias felt the pressure of infinite eyes, versions of himself watching from across realities, all equally aware of the precarious situation. Sweat dripped down his brow as he adjusted his suit controls. The hum growing louder. Every second counted. He needed to stabilize the energy threads before the rift expanded. The solution required something he hadn't anticipated. A direct connection to the core, risking his life in the process. Outside, the sky twisted unnaturally. Energy threads, visible now to the naked eye, danced across the atmosphere like neon rivers. Light bent and shimmered, creating overlapping visions of cities, forests, oceans, and ruins. Birds circled in confusion, some fading in and out of existence. Panic rippled across human settlements as electromagnetic disturbances caused electronics to fail. Vehicles stalled mid-air. Communication grids collapsed, and satellites shivered like glass in a storm. Elias's spacecraft hummed violently as he prepared for the jump to the rift center. He initiated the thrusters cautiously, feeling the pull of every connected dimension tug at the hull. The laws of physics seemed uncertain here, fluctuating with the will of the universe itself. Every movement required precise calculation. A single misstep could fracture the anchor entirely. His heart pounded as he approached the anomaly, the threads converging into a radiant, pulsating core. Inside the core, colors beyond human comprehension swirled around him. Time seemed fluid, and the boundaries of his own body blurred with the energy surrounding it. Voices echoed, not audible, but felt, versions of himself across realities communicating in bursts of thought and emotion. Some urged caution, others resignation. He understood them all instantly. The thread's instability had accelerated. If he did nothing, the collapse would ripple outward, annihilating billions of lives in countless realities. Elias adjusted his suit interface, scanning for the point where his presence could stabilize the energy. Every action required synchronization with the universal pulse. He realized the only solution was integration, merging his consciousness with the anchor to balance the forces. It was a sacrifice. Once he committed, he might never return to his reality, becoming part of the interdimensional structure itself. The weight of the decision pressed on him, yet he knew what had to be done. Elias took a deep breath and initiated the merge. Light enveloped him, dissolving his body into radiant threads that intertwined with the energy lines of the planet. He felt the pull of countless realities brushing against his consciousness, each one demanding attention. The process was painful and dizzying, his memories flickering as he synchronized with the multiverse rhythm. Time had no meaning here. Seconds felt like years. Slowly, the rift began to contract, threads strengthening and settling into harmonic balance. Alternate. Earths stabilized, their cities and forests calming. Elias could feel the heartbeat of the anchor, steady and strong, now guided by his will. Though invisible to those on the ground, the world began to return to normal. People looked up at the sky, unaware of the cosmic event that had threatened all existence. Humanity continued its lives, oblivious, while Elias's consciousness flowed through the veins of the multiverse. He sensed the echoes of other versions of himself still watching, grateful yet mourning. One version lingered in the ocean-covered earth, marveling at the stabilization, while another stood amidst forest giants, sighing in relief. Elias, now a part of the core, could observe all realities simultaneously. He could feel their histories, decisions, and possibilities intertwining into a grand cosmic tapestry. The knowledge was overwhelming, but also beautiful. Each version of humanity, each decision, each world mattered, and yet none existed in isolation. The threads pulsed with harmony, glowing brighter than the stars above. Elias realized he had become a guardian, a silent protector ensuring that the infinite paths of existence remained connected, balanced, and whole. His sacrifice had not been in vain. Back on Earth, life resumed almost as if nothing had happened. Cities lit up at night, forests swayed peacefully, and oceans gleamed in the sun. Scientists puzzled over subtle energy anomalies, unaware they were remnants of the stabilized threads. Children gazed at the stars, inspired by dreams of unknown worlds. Elias's ship remained grounded near the observatory, its instruments intact but lifeless, as though waiting for his return. Though humanity remained ignorant, faint traces of his presence lingered in the atmosphere. Some swore they glimpsed strange lights dancing in the sky, fleeting images of cities that should not exist. Others felt a quiet warmth, an inexplicable connection to distant worlds. The planet itself seemed to breathe easier. Across the multiverse, the other Earths thrived. The ocean world developed new aquatic civilizations, the forest world advanced in harmony with nature, and even the war-torn world began to heal in subtle, unseen ways. Elias's integration allowed each reality to influence the others subtly, ensuring a balance of growth and decay, creation and destruction. He could feel the joy, sorrow, and curiosity of beings across dimensions. While unseen, his presence guided decisions, nudging leaders toward peace, inventors toward discovery, and dreamers toward hope. He had become the silent architect of infinite possibilities, a thread binding existence itself. Occasionally, Elias glimpsed other travelers venturing through space, unaware of the invisible web connecting them all. Ships exploring distant planets, humans making first contact with alien species, civilizations sending messages into the void, all were part of the grand design he now nurtured. He learned to manipulate energy threads subtly, ensuring events unfolded in ways that minimized disaster while preserving freedom. The weight of responsibility was immense, yet he embraced it. He understood that his individual desires were now secondary to the greater cosmic balance. Each decision, each ripple of influence, was a note in an infinite symphony, orchestrated through him. Though isolated, Elias felt a strange companionship in the echoes of alternate selves. He could observe their joys, failures, and triumphs, learning from them, sharing in their moments silently. Sometimes he felt their sorrow deeply, mourning worlds where humanity had faltered. Other times, he celebrated their victories, scientific breakthroughs, reconciliations, acts of kindness that resonated across dimensions. The Interconnectedness of existence became his reality. While he could not intervene directly without risk, his presence ensured that threads of hope ran through every world. The consciousness of Elias Voss had become the living bridge between realities, a guardian unseen, yet omnipresent, shaping the fate of countless Earths silently and tirelessly. Centuries passed in subjective perception, and yet time had little meaning within the multiversal core. Elias, now fully integrated, no longer viewed existence linearly but as an intricate network of infinite choices. Earth remained the anchor, central and vital, a nexus linking countless possibilities. Occasionally, he felt humans on his original Earth look up at the night sky with wonder, sensing, without knowing why, that they were part of something far larger. The multiverse thrived in harmony, the threads glowing steadily, worlds spinning in delicate balance. And somewhere within the cosmic heart, Elias smiled, not as a man, but as the silent pulse of reality itself, ensuring that all Earths, all dimensions, continued their journeys, bound together across the infinite expanse of the universe.